Do you know who's more people than ICE this year? Trans.
There's a very big movement of gays that really hate this gender identity stuff.
It's not the fact that they're gay that bothers people. It's the antics.
In what age do you think most trans kids determine that they're trans?
Violet told us when she was 1.5.
For the most part, it's the regular everyday people and even the normal gays that are just sick and tired of what the LGBTQ plus community has become over the last few years. And that's exactly what we'll be talking about in this video. So if you like this commentary style of content and you're just chilling right now, be sure to subscribe and let's dive right into this video.
I honestly don't think the mainstream straight population know that there's a very big movement of gays that really hate this gender identity stuff. And a lot of other.
That is true, and that is rising, especially here on this channel. And a lot of my gay supporters, a lot of them, it's not even so much that you're conservative, it's just that you're just a regular gay dude, a regular gay woman, minding your business with your person, you're low-key, doing what you want to do in your life. And in large part, a lot of us are sick and tired of being associated with the LGBTQ community in large because of the crazy things that they promote and stand for. We're tired of the antics, we're tired of the nonsense that's out there, and we want to just be left alone. The average gay couple really out there, it's Bert and Ernie. It's literally Bert and Ernie, two dudes at home with their dog, minding their business, working, playing games, cuddling. It's chill. It's chill, and there's a rising movement of gay people, especially my friend Joey. Shout out to Joey. He has a group called the Untapped Society, and it's a group of just like very entrepreneurial gay people that are very professional and not into the big like circuit parties. Like, it's not gay, but it's for gay men. So go check them out if you want. But yeah, we're sick and tired of it, and there is a rising movement of regular gay people out there that are against all the nonsense.
And a lot of the other things that have piggybacked themselves onto our community and movement and lifestyles. I've met some straight men in particular, like at a wedding or in a bar or something, and then as the minority, I kind of allow some space for kind of being a bit non-PC, and I kind of drop a few things in there. And a lot of them go, oh, God, thank God, I thought I was going to have to walk on eggshells around you.
I do the same thing. If I'm around a lot of straight guys, I'll drop like a dark humor joke just so they know, like, yes, I am gay, but I'm not what most people think of when they hear gay. Like, I'm just chill, we can joke around, I'm not gonna be triggered, I'm not woke, I'm not none of that. And I'm not saying I'm a super far right, like conservative person, no. Pretty middle ground, more obviously more on the right, but like, I'm just a regular dude. I crack dark humor jokes, I'm fine with a lot of words and slurs being said, I'm all for free speech, I understand context, it's chill over here. And I do that with a lot of my, hell, most of my friends are straight men, just because it's more chill and it's hard for me to find the regular gay people out there. Now, I know there's a large audience of you guys watching me, and I'm trying to work on something this year to get all of us together, because I would love for that to happen so we can all network and meet other like-minded individuals. But man, I do the same damn thing.
And that's how a lot of like normies are starting to feel around not only the, you know, the blue-haired, not only those things, but also just average gay people, and they're not purposefully thinking, oh, all gay people are this insufferable. It's how we're portrayed.
Yeah.
All of our representation in media are narcissistic, attention-seeking idiots.
And it's crazy too, because it's coming from the side of like diversity, and we're all different, we're all loving and accepting. But again, you're a bunch of copy and paste twinks. It is. You go to any gay club, it's very stereotypical of who you will see there across the nation. All the gay clubs are the same. I mean, I know I have a little lisp and my hands and wrists flying everywhere. There's little things like that. I get it. Like, I'm called spade a spade. It is what it is. Obviously, I'm gay. But I definitely do not make it my entire identity. I am Amir. That is my identity. That is my personality. Yes, I am gay. Gay is a part of me. But I don't parade it around and dip and dive in, and well, I do be dipping and diving to concerts. I'll put y'all. I'm blunt and I keep it real. I'll put a clip of me right here, dipping and diving. I do that at the concerts. I can get fucking wild, but I'm not out here with like the rainbows and the dyed hair and like super flamboyant. Which, not to say there's anything specifically wrong with that, but what I don't like is how the media portrays us to be, and it's like that's our only option. Because that happened to me when I first came out the closet. Well, really, I was outed, but that's a story for another day. I was outed. When I decided to come out the closet and like really embrace me being gay, I became a caricature of what gay is. Y'all, some of y'all may think I'm gay now. No, I flew out that damn closet. I was zesty McZesty. I was, oh my gosh, hi guys, my name's Amir and I'm gay. That's how I literally used to introduce myself, because I thought, because of what I saw in mainstream media, because I saw the RuPaul's Drag Race and I saw what gay clubs were, and that's all you saw what gay was in the media. And that's why I love Heated Rivalry so much, because yeah, it got gay and it was like the sexy and stuff, I get that, but it was regular dudes. Like, it was a regular gay couple. It wasn't super flamboyant. It wasn't super woke. It was just a regular love story. And that's what I loved about it the most, because it gave a glimpse into another side of gay media that a lot of people just don't see. And that alone was honestly such a sigh of relief, because like this guy said, there is this rising group of just normie gays. We're just dudes. That's it. Because even that alone, this idea of like a normal gay can feel isolating, can feel lonely, because it's almost like in order to be in the gay community and have that quote unquote community, you have to think exactly like them. And if you don't, you get kicked out, because you don't fit in this ideological box of what you're projecting onto me, what you're expecting me to be and how I should act. All of a sudden, I'm the bad guy now just because I'm a gay dude that's not okay with like little kids transitioning. All of a sudden, I'm a bad person. Doesn't make any sense.
And this is something with the gay community that's always bothered me. It's not the fact that they're gay that bothers people. It's the antics.
Yeah.
Right? Because the only thing that makes you gay is the fact that you sleep with members of the same sex. But you being loud and rambunctious and walking around like Saucy Santana, that's not the gay part. The gay part is the sex acts that you engage in. They wear that identity along with their homosexuality and say, and when we have a problem with that, they say that we're being homophobic. The gay part is actually private, right? You don't have sex in the street.
Right.
So, and it's 100% fine for them to do that. But when somebody has a problem with it, to label them as homophobic.
Right, most people out there, especially, obviously I'm not straight, but I feel like when I'm talking to my straight friends and I'm reading the straight comments, most straight people just have a problem with the identity that you're attaching to being gay. Because like dude said, the only thing that's gay is what I do behind a closed door. Sexuality, sex, male, female, what y'all doing, gay, straight, bi, we've gone through the whole deal. That's what being gay is. And some people don't really have an issue with that because it's behind a closed door. But when people call out, hey, I'm not cool with all this antics, I'm not cool with the pride flag being flown around, I'm not cool with it being in the schools, pride parades don't make sense to me. When they're giving their critiques on the supposed like identity that we've built as gay community, and people are critical of that, you're lumping it in and saying, oh, now they're homophobic, oh, they're a POS, oh, they're bad, when in reality, they just don't like with the antics. The super loud, the super like ratchet, the super like twinkish, the super like very pushy, the pushy gays. Now, I'm all for you living your truth and being who you want to be. You can do that all day long. But at the same time, just because someone doesn't like you, your identity, and what you're doing doesn't mean they hate the act that you do, because they very well can have gay friends that are very chill, very low-key, not even low-key, they're very like themselves, you know, they're very just like normal human beings. But when you have this LGBTQ community that is very loud and colorful, flamboyant, rambunctious, sexual, it's like, I don't want any part of that. And saying you don't want any part of that doesn't automatically make you homophobic. Because like I said before, there's a lot of regular gay dudes, lesbian, bisexual people who want no part of the modern day LGBTQ community. Hell, I'll even go as far as saying like the other dude said when he be cracking the dark humor jokes to kind of cut the tension to not be automatically associated with the modern day LGBTQ community. I like if I was in the closet now, it's like, now it's even harder to come out. Because now when I come out, I have to like disclose, hey, I'm gay, but I'm not, there we go. I'm gay, but I'm not you know, you get what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between being gay and then being like, that it is what it is. And most of the LGBTQ community is just, it's too much. It's become too much. And this is why you've seen a decline in the respect for the LGBTQ communities, especially given all the amount of people with the TQ plus, all the non-binaries, all the trans, like all that side. has just been plummeting gay rights and the respect for gay rights and gay people because of the harm that they're doing. It's sad and it's frustrating.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, I belong in here. I just have a deep voice.
Okay, can I ask you another one?
Yeah, sure.
What color lipstick is that?
Pink poodle. It's a matte color.
How it feels being in the women's restroom as a trans woman. This is why, like, a lot of people, just regular everyday people, are over this BS, because now you look crazy. No shade, you already look crazy as it is. Like the cross-dressers and the trans, you already were seen as crazy. It was almost as if people respected it a little bit more because you put in the effort and you tried, you know? When there was a cross-dresser or when there was a trans person, they really tried their hardest to be a woman. And then now you have like grown men with long hair slapping on makeup and a dress saying, oh, I belong in the women's restroom. It's that shit right here that bothers people, that upsets people, that makes people just extremely uncomfortable because of just this extreme rise over the last, I would say, 5 to 7 years of grown men playing dress up, going into these women's bathrooms, causing a scene, acting a fool, posting online for clicks and views. All you're doing is making people not like the gay community. Because even now, when you go to like these gay organization websites like Glenson and Glad, they're all talking about trans stuff and non-binary stuff. A lot of the times, these gay organizations have nothing to do with gay people. The LGB, the lesbian, gay, and bi have nothing to do with that. It's all the TQ+. And they're literally separate, and they should be separate. I hate what it's become, because when you ask these normal people, hey, what are your thoughts on the LGBTQ community? Do you support them? Hell, I would say no too. Because if me saying yes automatically means that I'm supporting this and the trans kids and all types of craziness, no, I don't support any of that. I don't. I want my right to be married. I want my right to be seen as an equal according to the law that other people out there, the straight folk, left alone. That's about it.
Something that you love that's not family or friends.
I love, I'm just saying this because it's on my mind, the trans children who showed up yesterday at the state capitol to advocate for their humanity. They shouldn't have to, but it was an inspiration to watch.
This man is a Texas Democrat Senate candidate, James Talarico. I hope I'm saying his last name right. Just the interview asked him, hey, what's something else that you love? And he's saying the trans kids that support me. Now I understand this man is straight, but this is a big reason why there's a lot of other people out there on the other side that are just over all the gay stuff and just do not like anything gay related. What do you mean you love the idea of trans kids supporting you and their bravery, fighting for their acceptance? They're a child. They're literally a child. And this is why I speak out so much about stuff like this, because it is literally impacting our laws in this country at this level. There's a US senator talking about it. It blows my mind. There are grown adults out there, lots of them, that are promoting, pushing, and supporting this idea of trans youth and trans kids getting surgeries. I'm sorry, if a little girl came up to you and said, my breasts aren't big enough, I want a boob job, you would look at that kid like they're crazy and you would not let them get a boob job. So if that's the case, why are we sitting here and allowing them to medically castrate themselves for life because they feel like the opposite sex? If this child is a minor and they cannot consent to have sex because they are a minor, because they are not developed, because they don't know how to be manipulated, because they don't know any of that, right? We're all in agreement that these minors, like, they can't consent to have sex with adults and it's nasty and it's wrong. That is wrong. But at the same time, there's a group of people saying, even though they can't consent to have sex, they can't consent to control what they're doing with their body parts. They can control to just get rid of it. The logic doesn't add up. They can consent to just, they can't consent to have sex, but they can consent to change their sex. It doesn't line up, and that's why people are like, oh my gosh, it's a slippery slope into the whole PDF file, that community, because there was something in Tennessee. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I think it was, and it wasn't just Tennessee, it was like a march, Trans Youth March for Body Autonomy. Is that what it was? Protest? Yeah, I'll put this image up. Was it Tennessee? Where was this? Young people organized DC Transgender Rights March. And this banner says, March for Queer and Trans Youth Autonomy. They're a minor. They ain't got no damn autonomy. That's their parents. And even then, The parents don't have full rights over their child in any extent of harming them. If I see my neighbors beating their child's ass, I'm talking wop, 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 beating their ass, I can call CPS and a parent is getting taken from the child because they're harming the child. And there's a lot of people out there who would say, even the detransitioners, the LGBTQ community, their voices matter too, that says you are harming a minor by transitioning them. So as insane as it is that you have this Senate Democrat talking about and promoting, oh, I love trans youth, it doesn't stop there. New York Attorney General demands hospitals resume gender-affirming treatment for trans youth. Make it make sense. On the left, we see here the Trump administration proposed cutting federal funding to hospitals offering gender-affirming care to minors, but these proposals did not change existing law obligations under New York state law. Basically, Trump, this administration, we'll talk about that as a whole another day, but this topic, they're saying, hey, you hospitals out there, y'all need to stop mutilating children. These minors, y'all gotta stop. And the New York Attorney General is demanding that the hospitals resume changing children's genders. Can't change it, but like literally mutilating them. That's what they're doing. And much like other people out there, I am sick and tired of being called homophobic or transphobic for not supporting trans minors. I'm tired of being told how to think on this topic and even in general, and it is why I'm such an advocate for today's sponsor, Ground News. Ground News is a website and app that shows you how one story is being framed across a political spectrum. That way you're not reacting to one version of events. And you know just as much as me, there's literally so much going on in the news right now. It's so much, it's loud, it's overwhelming. And when everything feels like that, when it feels chaotic, this clarity that Ground News provides us, it matters. Ground News pulls the news from hundreds of outlets and organizes it by story. And their blind spot feature shows you which stories are heavily covered by one side and barely talked about by the other. And that's important because sometimes it's not even about how the story is being framed, it's if you're even seeing it at all. So instead of picking a team, you can compare coverage side by side, see bias distribution, ownership, reliability, and then decide for yourself. If you want to try it out, be sure to tap the link below or scan the QR code here on the screen for 40% off the Vantage plan, which is the one that I use, and it comes out to the price of like a coffee a month. Because if we're going to be debating culture, politics, and anything in between, we should at least be looking at the same scoreboard. So if you want to get your news where I get mine, be sure to give them a try, and at the end of the day, form your own opinion, don't rent one.
In this circle over here, we have gay people. In this circle over here, we have people who you consider to be homophobic, but are actually just annoyed with your shit. Because nobody has worked as hard as the gay community has over the last several years. Through being insufferably loud, demanding, intrusive little victims, you have effectively destroyed all public opinion of the gay community. Now you're mad that the fire that you started has burned you. Now I didn't finish filling out my diagram here. You see where these circles intersect? That's me. That is myself and the other gay conservatives here on social media who have been working hard, who are gay but have been critical of the gay community. Us who are gay but have been calling out the atrocious behavior that has been celebrated and uplifted within the gay community. Us who are gay who are trying to save the community from itself. So you can continue calling us and anyone else with valid criticisms and concerns homophobic, or you can say, perhaps, we did create an issue.
We definitely did create an issue, and shout out to Becky, really sweet woman, friend of mine. Be sure to follow her below. I have all the links, all the videos down below in the description. That was great. The only caveat that I would say is it's not just conservative gays in that little middle. I would just say it's middle ground gays. I mean, hell, there's even more, like I've met liberal gay people who are tired of their own side shit. Like just because they're hypercritical of the liberal side doesn't mean they've left it, so to say, you know? So I wouldn't put it off just to conservative gays, but in large part, yes, it is more middle ground and leaning right, but I will shout out, I will give justice to the more liberal gays who are also tired of them because they matter too, and they're honestly the more effective ones to really cut down all of this. Because for the most part, like the black dude said in the beginning of this video, it's not so much that they're homophobic, they're just annoyed. They're tired. They're burnt out. Like the black fatigue, this is gay fatigue. Like fatigue. The sticks, the bundle of sticks. If you know, you know. If you Google what up, can you actually Google that? Is that the official word for a bundle of sticks? Let me make sure. Bundle of sticks. Yup. Go ahead and Google that. A bundle of sticks. That's what we're talking about, and that's what people are annoyed by. They're just annoyed of them. Annoyed of sticks. Because they are effectively ruining everything that gay people have fought for. And all the respect that gay people have fought for. We saw all through the 2010s Respect for gay people rising. It was cool. It was chill. Then boom, the TQ plus came out of nowhere. The flag changed. The acronyms got added on and everything went to shit. That's just about where we're at. And I'm fighting hard. We're all fighting hard to do PR damage control for these sane gay people out there because I still want to be respected. I still want to be seen as a great person in society. I have nothing to do with the craziness. They're not aligned with me. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but they do need to stop. And I will call it out because they're attaching me to them. In that because I'm gay, I'm automatically about all that and in that bubble. And no, I want no part of that at all.
Do you know who's more people than ICE this year? Trans shooters.
Hello.
Do you know the majority of these high school shootings have been transgender people?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Talk to this transgender person, like, hey, can I run something by you? And I spoke with them. They described to me a level of oppression that genuinely fucking broke my heart. They said, hey, let me tell you, like, I am not allowed to use the bathroom at my own place of work. We've got like politics.
That's not true. They're just not allowed to use the bathroom. It doesn't align with their biological sex.
Okay. Or they can go use the bathroom. You can use the bathroom. Realize this is such a great clip, and I haven't seen it. I've been hearing about this. So I have to include this video because this right here is a friend trying to save a friend. He's like, oh shit, he's been captivated by this like mindset. Let me break this down respectfully, with facts, and just shut it down right at the jump. This is what we all should be doing with our friends who are on the Steve-O side of things.
I think there's people that feel like they are in the wrong biological sex.
Sure.
Right? But there's also people that are fucking perverts. Yep. And they have a thing called autogynephilia. And what that is they get a turn on by pretending to be a woman. They get
which I've seen enough videos and enough pictures. Obviously, I can't include it here. You're going to have to do the research yourself and just trust me on this. But it's a grown man in a dress, full on, bricked up, ready to go, just poking out the dress. I'm not even joking. Fully bricked up, poking out the dress. You can look it up.
They get excited by it, and they want to be around women, and they're creeps. And so you give them a fucking Willy Wonka golden ticket to go into the women's locker room and the women's bathroom and stare at women and pretend you're a woman when you're just a crazy man.
Yep.
And you're actually into women.
Okay.
That's real too, man.
I don't doubt that that's real, and I know that it's a super complex, nuanced thing. And
but here's what's not complex. What is your chromosomes?
Right.
Okay? This is the same thing for competing. Right. All these fucking mental gymnastics that seemingly intelligent people do to justify biological males competing with females.
Oh, I'm with it. I don't think anybody's
It's the same thing.
Right.
It's the same thing.
It is the same.
Right.
And especially as speaking as a man who has daughters, like there are creeps. And if you give a creep, and I'm not saying all trans people are creeps.
Right.
But a lot of these fucking people that are in trouble for going into women's bathrooms dressed as a woman.
They're creeps. They're getting in trouble. They're going to jail. They're taking pictures. They're taking videos. They're causing a scene. It's always been a thing, the creeps, but it's never been this concentrated. It's never happening this much, this frequently. At all. Because like Joe Rogan said, you're giving them the golden ticket to just go in the bathroom and do whatever they want. When before, if there was a cross-dresser or trans woman that actually went into the bathroom, a women's bathroom, I'm gonna say pre-2015, they made sure it was empty, or like they'll knock, or they'll like use a single bathroom, or they'll go in and out with their girlfriends, or they were really passing. They still did it, but it wasn't like it is now. What we're seeing now is actually pure insanity.
With a fucking beard and a heart on. Are just that. They're creeps.
Right, okay.
They're crazy men. And these crazy men, their entire life, they would get beaten up for that. And now all of a sudden, they have to be accepted. So you've got two things going on at the same time.
That too. They were getting jumped more. Honestly, and it's another video I'm working on, we need more consequences. We do. We need more consequences for bad people doing bad things. Because we're living in a society now, you can just say whatever you want and you're respected. I am this, you're respected. Don't offend this person. Don't say this, don't say that. No. We need very, 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 very harsh and cruel punishments so people can learn how to act in a society. And if they don't know how to act after that, you're getting medical help or you're getting sent to an insane asylum. Something. But how people are like promoting and pushing for this, like the senators, like the general attorneys, like our vice president, well, before vice president, Kamala and Biden, all. No, it's disgusting.
You've got people with gender dysphoria that genuinely wish they were a woman or genuinely wish they were a man. And by the way, it's men that are the problem. No one gives a fuck about trans men going into the men's bathroom. Come on in. Who cares?
Right.
Who cares? Oh, a girl's going to shit next to you? Or what is she going to do? She's going to pee out of a funnel? What is she going to do? Like,
Hey,
no
I'm
one's
not-
going to
I'm
get
not-
hurt.
I'm not arguing
No
with
one's
you on
going to get
this.
hurt. This is the problem. When you allow perverts to have this hall pass to go into women's locker rooms and bathrooms.
Yeah.
So you can't say you're not allowed to use the bathroom where you work. That's not true.
Not
You're
at
just
all.
not allowed to use the women's room where other women are in there because you're not a woman. And I know you wish you were a woman or whatever's going on,
Okay.
but you're
you know
not.
what? You make a very, very good point.
If you're a woman, talk to most women about this. And it's unless they're insanely captured by this woke ideology where they can't see reality and the fact that perverts are still a real fucking thing.
Yeah.
And this loophole. You've given loopholes. Like, there's men in prison. I think it's like 47 biological males in California are housed in women's prisons. Some of them are offenders.
And some of them get pregnant. There's trans women going to jail and they're causing all types of harm and ruckus in these jails. You can't make this shit up. And I think the big part that Joe Rogan's getting to is it's the subtle acceptance that gets to that point. All the TQ plus stuff, because the LGBT, the gays, we were fine. After gay marriage, we were chilling. It's this TQ plus side of things that is bringing everything down and causing all types of ruckus and loopholes and just slippery slope and just ruining everything and making everything really creepy, weird, and annoying. That's what they're doing. And it's a subtle acceptance from people like Steve-O and your liberal friends that you may have. They're like, oh, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's not. It's genuinely not fine. It's genuinely not okay. It is just not. There's no other way to put it. It's not being hateful. It's not being homophobic, transphobic. No, none of that. There's people that are actually suffering from gender dysphoria. I'm not saying that's not the case. What I'm saying is we are allowing people to just overrun our society and just do whatever they want. We need to bring back some law and order. We need to bring back some structure. If you're a woman, use a woman's bathroom. If you're a man, use a men's bathroom. You can't say trans men are men and trans women are women. Otherwise, you wouldn't be trans. You would just be what you are, but you're not, because you're trans, because you're transitioning from one thing to another. Hello, trans women are women. You're not. You're a trans woman. You're a man cosplaying with a wig and a dress as a woman. Boiling down, that's what it is. You're trying your best to transition to model what the sex and gender is. That's what you're doing.
In what age do you think most trans kids determine that they're trans?
Violet told us when she was 1.5. She's been telling us since she could speak. So she knew since birth.
What motivated you to come out here today?
We're supporting our child, Violet, and her access to the medical care that she needs.
We're here for her rights and her ability to be who she is. She's not going to let anybody silence her, and we're not going to stand in her way.
Are you concerned about how this case would affect Arizona, or do you think that would have an impact there?
Yes, 100% we're concerned, and we've discussed having to move, which we don't want to do, but Violet comes first, and her medical care and her medical needs come first. So
this is why there's people out there just like, I don't rock with the gay community at all. I don't rock with none of this. These people are not parents. They're not parenting. They're not leading. They're not doing any of that. You're being a child's friend and accepting any type of delusion you want from them. And you did a piss poor job raising your child if that's how they end up being. I'm sorry. This is one. I try to be kind, nice. This is one. It's children. It's a minor. What the hell do you mean it came out as transgender at 1.5 years old? Oh my gosh. What are we gonna do? Like literally, what are we gonna do? I'm hoping more content like this just highlights the insanity of these conversations and how real it is. So like when you hear it with your friend groups, when you hear it around, you're, oh shit, I'm breaking my chair. You hear it with family and friends, you're just out and about, you push back politely. Because we're gonna get to a place like this where there's literally marches and protests of grown ass adults saying their child came out to them when they were trans as 1.5 years old, were fighting for their rights to medically manipulate themselves for the rest of their life. I have nothing to say other than I want it to end.
Here are things that the woke people do that really pisses me off as a gay guy. Thinking you can be whatever you want to be. You want to be a dog? Well, you are one now. Just because you look rough doesn't mean you're a dog. What the fuck? How far do they take it? Like, if you're ill, am I allowed to take you to the vet, or do I have to take you to hospital for humans? I'll make you shit in a litter tray, don't try me. Scary how easy it is to now just be the opposite gender. For example, all I have to do is just tell you, guess what guys, I'm a woman now.
Yep, that's bad. We don't need people out here just saying, yep, I'm a woman, I'm gonna do whatever I want. No!
And that's it, I can now go into the women's bathrooms, it's discrimination if you try and kick me out. Again, there are genuine trans people out there that I actually love, respect, and I love watching their journey. I should call him. There are people out there that really abuse that system. Like, I can genuinely have a beard like Dumbledore and walk into the women's toilets and just say I'm a lady. Personally, I think trans women are not a threat to women in the bathrooms at all. If anything, they want to get railed by a man. The fact that if you don't like anything, it's called phobia. I don't like what straight men are into. Beer, pool, football, their culture is not for me. Straight culture is not for me. Gay culture might not be for them. That doesn't make them phobic.
Just because a straight man says, oh, I don't like what gay people do, doesn't mean they're phobic of it, because I don't like what straight people do. That shit nasty to me. Doesn't mean I hate straight people. Doesn't mean I don't like them. I just don't like what they do. And they don't like what I do. And we mutually respect that and we move on about our day. Hello? That's not a problem at all.
I don't like hanging out with gay people because of the stuff that we bring to them. That's fine. Woke people are the most culty.
They are woke. The woke gays. I mean, hell, the LGBTQ community at large in general is just a cesspool that's lost all respect, all dignity, and any type of meaning, to the point where even like we talked about before in the Pride video, all the brand, I'm really interested in what Pride's gonna look like this year in 2026. And like if we're gonna see another decline and decrease of brands supporting Pride parades, because I think a lot of people are just over it. They're completely over it, you guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments below. Are you someone that's straight and you're just tired of the antics that the gay community has always been up to and promoting and pushing? Are you gay? And are you just like a normal gay person that is also tired of the nonsense? Let me know, because this is getting very tiring. It's upsetting. It's unfortunate seeing how gay people are viewed in the society, especially for me, actively seeing us being more supported and then all of a sudden come crashing down to the point where there's regular gay people who are even like, I want no part of this. What are we doing, you guys? Something needs to be said. I'm glad we're having this good discussion and more people are waking up to it and this rise of like normal gays out there. But I hope this video outlined and showed a clear reason as to why there's a lot of people out there who just do not like the LGBTQ community, and it doesn't have anything to do with homophobia. It's purely how the gays be acting and the crazy, decrepit things that they promote. So if you like this kind of content, especially this specific gay video, I have a whole playlist that has all the LGBTQ topics that I've talked about, from more videos talking about why normal gays feel excluded, big critiques that I personally have with the gay community, gay pride parades, trans stuff, and you name it. Beans, greens, tomatoes, you name it. That's always comes to my mind when I say you name it, but you name it. It's in there. It's in the playlist. Go ahead and give that a watch. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Helps the channel grow a ton. I'm very appreciative of your support and your time. And outside of this video, it says right now, from here on, I'm talking to you. And it has nothing to do with the title of this video. Whatever you are going through right now in life, it is called going through it for a reason. You're not stuck. You will survive. You're actively going through it. So do not give up hope. That's pretty much it. Like literally, I don't know what you have going on in your life right now, but I know it's something. It is. I mean, hell, whether it be family drama, friend drama, like a work, health, fitness, friends, like whatever's going on, because 9 times out of 10 there's something going on in your life right now that you're privately personally dealing with. You can deal with it, and I say that as someone who's been through hell and back. I say that as someone with all the sliced marks and attempts and all types of craziness. Hell, Papa just died. Here he is. This is put in the comments below what to do with like cremated remains. But I mean, hell, I told y'all he passed away. Now I'll call him on the channel. I'll probably make him into a rock and put him up there on the shelf. But anyways, he passed, dealing with that, but it's fine. He was already ready to go. That's why I filmed the podcast when I did, because I knew it was going to be ending up. So if you want to get that watch podcast with my grandpa, that I'll put it in the description below. But yeah, I mean, he got cremated. So I am actually like not even like dark humor. I genuinely am curious if you've ever done anything like that and what you've done with like cremated remains. So for now, he's just right there. But besides that, yeah, whatever you got going on in your life, I hope you're doing all right. And do know that it's literally called going through for a reason. You're not stuck. You will survive. Whatever season you're in, it's a season. It will pass. So remember, you're stronger than you may think you are, and you got this. So with that being said, love you guys a ton, and I'll see you in the next video. Deuces.